Dimash Qudaibergen together. I like the fact that he's putting his surname back into the title of the songs. For a while there, it was just saying Dimash and the name of the song, but I really do feel like Dimash Qudaibergen is like a parcel, right? I feel like it should be said together. It sounds more powerful. It sounds like it's warrior, like he's a warrior of some sort. I really like that. I like his name, Dimash Qudaibergen. It comes from the chest. It's powerful. I love it. Together, this actually dropped, I think, about like 4 weeks ago. I wasn't around. I was actually overseas with my family. And now that I'm back, we're going straight into it. So let's see, man. Together, Dimash. You all know how I feel about Dimash. Deers. The deers know. If you're a new deer here, the other deers will tell you. Let's go. Man, these video productions are getting insane. How insane is this video production? Wow. Oxygenium. Is this on Mars or is this on Earth after we blew ourselves up? Hey, he's happy. We got our real life Wall-E over here. I don't know if any of you have actually watched that animation. It's absolutely incredible. It's called Wall-E. If you haven't watched it, you have to watch it. It's brilliant. There's actually a scene over there where he finds a plant and like tries to save that plant. It's actually pretty cool. You must watch it. But anyway, let's get straight into it.
When the morning comes a bit too late, and it seems like this cold chilling night is here forever. When it feels like you have lost your way, in this mundane life buried of everydayness, I can tell you I've been here with you. It's no game and there's no shame, my baby. Sing with me and we can make it. Pop the collar up and sing. Let me help and spread your wings. Stay with me and we will witness the new day.
Hey.
If you want to change your world, let's start today. You can take me by the hand, I lead the way. It's about now or never. We'll do everything together. If you want to change your world, let's start today.
I love that old school layered multifaceted instrumental. I think it's absolutely awesome. It gives you a bit of like a vibe of like the 90s. I wouldn't say it's 90s, but I wouldn't even say 90s. I'd even say maybe 80s, right? It gives you that vibe where it's actually there's real like instrumental layering essentially, and it's really well played. Love it. The story though is actually quite interesting because it kind of feels this, because you can kind of feel it actually is. It's a love song, so it's basically talking about a partner. He's very for the love songs, which I really like about him because he is kind of a player. He's a good-looking man. You know what I mean? Yeah, so it's a love song. So the essence of it that I feel that is really tying into this over here, where you kind of feel it's like a bit of sci-fi. I played with two concepts over here where it's almost like, okay, well, you know, maybe our convenience is kind of like we lost ourselves through the convenience, through the technology, you know, where, you know, I don't know if it was Earth, if it was on a different planet, where like all we left with is like a little plant, where all life has been eradicated due to the fact that we chased all of these scientific progressions and all of these conveniences, and technologically we managed to sort of eradicate ourselves, right? But then playing into the actual story of the relationship, it kind of swings in a different way, where it's like the only life I find is in you, right? And that's why it needs to be preserved and treasured and nurtured so that we can grow more life from this, right? So even if everything is lost, even if all is lost on this planet, even if all is lost in this atmosphere, and we have nothing, right? When I'm with you, I at least feel like it's all back. And I want to preserve that, because that little bit of love can turn into a lot more. It can turn into forests of love from a metaphorical sense, essentially. I don't know why I keep doing this though. There's something about this that I'm doing today that's very European. Maybe I should stop doing it. Hey! Anyway. Que bello! No, you know what? Let's just carry on.
Experience. You are who you choose to be, and you are your own master.
Yep.
See the sun is up, it gives the light to the people who can share its pure greatness. I can tell that you'll be here with me. Let us end this game of life, my baby. Sing with me and we can make it. Pop your collar up and sing. You are who you choose to be. Let them wonder you are bringing the new day.
Hey!
If you want to change your world, let's start today. You can take me by the hand and lead the way. It's about now or never. We'll do everything together. If you want to change your world, let's start today. If you want to change the world, let's start today. You can take me by the hand and lead the way. It's about now or never. We'll do everything together. If you want to change the world, let's start today.
Sometimes relationships can feel like they dream because they're so beautiful. What I really like about Dimash, and this is literally so consistent throughout everything he's done and throughout who he is as a person, he's not one of those people that are wrapped up in himself, right? I've said this before, a man wrapped up in himself makes for a small package indeed, right? And he's not that man. He's a man that is actually very grounded and rooted in morals. He's very rooted in the things that really matter, in the discipline, the responsibility to his family, the idea that family comes first, the idea that love and relationship comes first, the idea of this equilibrium in the world, that there should be an understanding, there should be a peace, and there should be this notion of actually hearing out. He's a very modest, grounded individual. I really like him because it says those values, we're losing those values. You know, we're losing the sense that, you know, believing in something, believing in a greater power, whether you believe it or not, believing it in something bigger than yourself is becoming completely eradicated. We're living in a world where the self is greater than everything else. Being in that echo chamber of yourself, of like, I'm the greatest, I'm the only one that matters, you know, and it's growing ever more, you know. The idea that if you have to give of yourself, sacrifice of yourself for someone else, for family, for children, for the betterment of society, that's looked down upon, right? I feel hedonism is taking its place, decadence is taking its place, pursuit of temptations with no control is taking its place. And when you find a man that is grounded and rooted in those morals and in that morality, the good old traditions of, you know, being a family man, being important, knowing what your role is in society, you know, it's very rare. And it's beautiful to see. And I feel that he's always been like that. He's never sort of wavered. He stays in his corner. He stays quiet. He speaks on the things he wants to speak on. He speaks on the important things. You know what I mean? He leaves all the noise, like all the shit in the peripheries. He doesn't care about that, right? He actually only brings what matters into focus. And we could do with more people like that. So yeah, love it. Let's go.
Today, you can take me by the hand and lead the way. You want to check the world, let's start today.
production, absolutely fantastic. I hope they don't block it. I hope my reaction doesn't get blocked. Video production, absolutely incredible. Loved the instrumentation in this. I think the only thing that would make this song better for me is if he sang it in his mother tongue. Honestly, I will consistently say this, that yes, his English has improved. I think his English is fantastic. I like the fact that he's venturing out into sort of uncharted waters when going into like more of the poppy vibe and trying to sing into English to appeal to a bigger crowd. But nothing makes Dimash more intrinsically Dimash than Dimash singing in his mother tongue. Man, when he sings that, man, that just literally, he rips a hole through my heart. He's something special. So if he actually had to do this version of Together in his own mother tongue, I think that would absolutely just top it all. Anyway, you guys let me know what you think, and I love you all, man. Peace, stay safe, peace, stay healthy. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.